It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Portland Snowhawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through it. What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here we go. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
A good gain of 12 yards that time. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Barrett. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. On 4th down, Barrett trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Burrow on play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Ayuk to return it. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Barrett on play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's going to go down again.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team won from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
11 MT.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Bengals at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. offense on third down tonight? Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This returnable for Ayuk. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out 1st and 10. They pick up 12 on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing here, Barrett. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right through. Come to middle.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He's going to keep this again, and he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Rolling to his left. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will get knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
Here we go, here we go.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Eric Stokes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Right.
Off the play fake, Barrett. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Barrett to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Barrett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. look to pass it. Forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go. Hey,
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Guys had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
and cycle. Ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now. Showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Completion here to Claypool. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
gun.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11 Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, here comes Swift. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
11, 11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Barrett. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Barrett looks to throw on 1st. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use?
Here we go.
Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
11. Stop.
From the 16, Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Here's Barrett looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Down. Strike. Strike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Barrett on play action. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On one, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
From midfield now, Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On one, ready?
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's over. Now the ball comes loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. And look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Back to throw Barrett. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On fourth down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for our visitors, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best.